seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. His guys have a first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he will score. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Browns. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
So, 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Throwing to begin is Love. This one up top for Dobbs.
It seemed there was a bit of a busted coverage in the secondary, and I think that's what led that receiver to be so wide open. And that's a ball that just needs to be put on him. It doesn't have to be a perfect throw. It doesn't have to be thrown on the money. Just make it catchable and take advantage of that opportunity.
He's going to try it here again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. The man in motion is Watson. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. That complete to Jacobs.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Under pressure, he's going to go down again. They've sacked him for a 2nd consecutive time. Rashawn Gary, former Michigan Wolverine, in there to take him down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. That one intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. The play action with Love. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Third and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And this ball will be down on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll run. This is Jerome Ford. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Now off the bootleg, and this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Jeremiah Wusu-Koromoa in on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. One quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Willis. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Willis. And this throw batted away and incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Willis. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Throwing, Willis. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Willis now to throw. This one complete right side. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, Packers. Now Willis. That's caught. It's Marshawn Lloyd. And he's into the end zone. Marshawn Lloyd. Touchdown, Green Bay.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. And if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Xavier McKinney, the one who brings him down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Play action. Watson. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Cleveland. They'll stay on the ground. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw is Watson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Off play action, here's Watson. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. They're going to go. It's Watson. Open man, right side. He's got it. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
To throw on 2nd down is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Watson. That's over the middle and intercepted. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. And he gets back to Hardman. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Give inside, there's Lloyd. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Willis now to throw. That's complete. It's Lloyd. He is in. Marshawn Lloyd. Touchdown, Packers. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. To throw, here's Willis. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for two is unsuccessful. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Now, first down throw for Watson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. Really nice job here by the defender. I mean, how often, Mike, do we see on these long downfield passes the defender kind of lose the ball in the air and get himself out of position? Well, that wasn't the case here.
Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Throwing is Willis. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Willis to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Willis. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. Throwing, Willis. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Try to run it with Lloyd. And he's going to be brought down at the 20. Enough. First down as they do it on the ground. On first down, right back to Lloyd. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Here's Willis. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line. They send him right out of the slot. His drive will start on the ground. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, here's Watson. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Evan Williams. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. What a time for a pick 6 for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick 6.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick 6 them, and you're able to extend that lead.
Willis. He'll swing that out wide. And he will get into the end zone and book the lead up by 2 more.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Now right on the heels of the pick 6, he is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. Now Willis. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Throwing, Willis. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. Here it is, a zone read. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Watson. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
Up the middle they go. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. It's Watson out of the pistol. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 12 yards on that hookup. It's a Browns first down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Andrew Cooper, the rookie, is there on the tackle. On play action, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Shotgun snap to Watson. Open man, right side. He's got it. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a first down. Here's Watson. Quick throw, taken in. Whoa. And they will finally get him out of bounds. It is a big hitter to close out the third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Watson to throw again. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Cleveland. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns are back within 6. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Williams now to return. So they come to the line for first down and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Lloyd. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Willis now to throw. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On first down, it's Watson. He finds Bell. That's caught. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. Slot receiver headed right. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6. Here's a run. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. The game-tying touchdown here in the fourth quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, it's Williams. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Willis now to throw. He's going to air this one out. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And the Browns will take over here just past the 30. Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line. They'll stick with him again. Inside the 35. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone inside the 20. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It's a gain of 49. They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. To the ground, he'll get it again. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Is he able to reach the ball out? He did it. Great spot and a great run. 1st down. 1st and goal. A short game. Down to the 7. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns are going to open up the lead to 8. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw, here's Willis. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face.
And he's got another one. Touchdown, Browns. He has come alive after the break. His third touchdown of the second half. Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Williams now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's first down. To throw is Willis. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you jump the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal. Now Watson. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it is fourth and goal. They snap it to Watson. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth and goal. This is first and 10. Willis to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Throwing is Willis. That one is complete to Hardman. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play. A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Here's Willis. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. A gain of 21 on that pass play. Good for a Green Bay first down. Motion man, set right. We're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
This is the worst defense showing I've ever seen.
Big play coming up for the Pack as they're going to go for 2. Willis. And he'll try for the pylon, but they're going to mark him out short as the attempt for 2 is unsuccessful. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Now a give on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. So the dog pound celebrates. It's a win